Good morning, Yankee fans. How you guys doing? I'm sure you're all happy from yesterday's nice win. And Will Warren pitching a tremendous game with about 10 strikeouts, and of course the captain capping off a beautiful, beautiful night. The fans were great. They're coming out in droves no matter what the weather is, which is incredible. But shout out. First of all, happy coffee, bagels, pancakes, you name it, to you. And of course, Yankee Talk. Right now, going solo. CT Cards is on assignment. Had a few things he had to take care of, and we may have a surprise or two down the line in the morning, but you're stuck with me. So it may not be the worst thing. It may not be the best thing. I don't know. Uh, so, how is everybody? Now, I can tell you as far as the weather in New York City does not look good. I wouldn't count on, I will give you an update during the day, but I really don't think this game is going to get in. And I think tomorrow, as far as we see, the weather's supposed to be worse. So, if anything, they may wait tonight. But if they open up the doors, that means there is a window to play tonight. I don't see what the urgent. I mean, I understand Texas doesn't come back in, but you can't risk getting players hurt by any means. So got to be careful. But we will put a short out, of course, one way or the other with the Yankee lineup, and obviously if we're playing. First of all, very important. Please press the like button and subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. I can't stress that enough. So like this, you get all notifications. You'll get trade. You'll get late breaking trades. Anything that happens overnight with the New York Yankees, or anything that's significant in the world of baseball. So that there's a lot you can do. And remember, if you want to get in touch with the show, it is Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. That's Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. And that will make it so much easier for you, because when I do the contest and there's a winner out there, I could get you the prize immediately by you giving me a phone number to call. I call you, and we'll work out all the details. But I can't stress it enough. Contact the show, and most importantly, please tell everybody, any Yankee fan no matter what. I don't care if it's on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. Please let them know about our awesome. I feel it's awesome because it's of you, the fans, our awesome 8 a.m. show every day, Monday through Sunday. I want to give a shout out before we go into anything else. I got to tell you how good people are. So yesterday, I had to do a few things around the Staten Island, New York area, and I went to a pharmacy called Richmond Valley Pharmacy, and lo and behold, I went in there and I was with a friend of mine, and we were talking Yankee baseball, and the guy behind the counter, I got to tell you how friendly this whole place was. He said, "Hey man, I've listened to your show. Are you that Joe?" I said, "Yes." And they treated me like gold, and they treat all. I was in there for about 20 minutes. I can't tell you how beautifully they treated their customers. Now, this isn't an ad or anything. This is something that I feel that I wanted to bring out to anybody that's in the Staten Island area. If you go to Richmond Valley Pharmacy, big Yankee fans, and also they treat you like gold. It's amazing. Your local pharmacies, in my opinion, are the best. They do anything, and what I was seeing from them was just amazing. But it was incredible that the person recognized me, and that made me feel like $1 million. It really did. So again, it's Richmond Valley Pharmacy on Arthur Kill Road. If anybody lives in the Staten Island area, please go tell them that Joe Yankee Mania sent you. So wanted to get that out of the way. So thank you guys, and thank you for listening. They usually listen to the post game and the pregame, and sometimes because they open a little bit later, but they do at home listen to the morning show. That wakes them up, and I'm very proud of that. So shout out to them, and shout out to the community that little by little is finding out that NY Yankee Mania exists, and I'm pretty sure that it's some of you, a lot of you fans out there that are helping the helping us out in the morning area. So now I want to give you a few updates. So if there's a game, I will do a pregame show around 5:45. If there's no game, I was thinking about going on at 8 o'clock live and doing hopefully a round table. Maybe Ken from the Ugly Truth will join us. Maybe 161 River Avenue, Jason, or Strike Zone. I mean, we have a lot of people that we can talk to, and we'll surround, especially if the Yankees announce a doubleheader tomorrow. So this weather's going to be really, really playing a lot of tricks on us. Wanted to touch base, non-Yankee related. So while I was watching the Yankee game yesterday, I was taking notes with other teams, and I got to tell you guys, regardless if you like the Mets or not, they are struggling. There's no question about it. They're not hitting in the clutch. I don't know if that Yankees, weekend series got to them. Juan Soto is obviously uncomfortable. I know we've driven this like a drum, but the bottom line is he is not comfortable. And not one time last year with the Yankees did you ever see anything like that. So I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, Alonso just forgot how to hit completely, and Lindor has gone into a major funk. So they've all gone into a funk. But I do feel sorry for the pitchers when they do wake up, because you got to figure. I think if Juan Soto doesn't wake up, you know why? Because I believe he's hurt. Something with his wrist, maybe a groin, is a very, very slight groin problem. Good morning, Merck. Yes, the Mets look really, really bad, and they do. I think they could really use a rain out to put their minds together. And with Massachusetts being so close to New York, and the eastern seaboard is going to get drenched today. Stephen B., good morning. Mets were slumping before us. Mets defense is not good and kind of reminds me of our team last year. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they're led by Francisco Lindor, but I got to tell you, Brett Beatty has played a fantastic third base. He looks solid, but his hitting is But he's a keeper, one way or the other, if not a starter on the bench. So he is excellent on the bench. So John the Beagle Dad, good morning, my friend. So I guess not in Florida raining. Well, we got your guys' weather. I know every time I go to Florida, it's beautiful, and then all of a sudden, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever, just starts pouring, no matter where you are. And when I visited Florida, it's usually May or June, and that happens a lot. But I can tell you guys, if you really are looking forward to a Yankee game tonight, I don't want to dampen it, and no pun intended, but I don't think it looks good. I don't think the Yankees are going to open the gates tonight, but hey, you never know. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Please keep your questions going. And so let's talk a little bit about yesterday's game. How about Will Warren? What about Will Warren? My God. Last year I was shaking my head all year. I said, I can't believe this guy's going to be a major league pitcher. I don't know what happened, but he's matured, and he is doing a great job, and he's fortified a spot in that rotation, which is going to make it very hard for Stroman. I don't think Stroman will ever pitch in the Yankees starting rotation. Now you am hearing rumors. Now I don't like to tell rumors unless they're fortified. But there are a couple outlets there said that right now it's easier to trade Marcus Stroman because he's not going to hit his innings limit to get that like $17 million. So he looks very tasty to a lot of teams that are in the running for the wild card for first place or whatever. So I look for if the Yankees are going to make a trade or two at the trade deadline, I have a feeling that Marcus Stroman is going. You know, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if the Yankees are going to do anything, that's one of the things. I'm still not happy with the third base situation. Of course, Peraza made that great play last night. Thank God he didn't hurt himself really bad. Going in between that top, what a catch! Reminded me so much of Derek Jeter going into the crowd with that very famous play and photos all over the place. Mark says Warren has added a two-seam fastball to his pitches and it's overpowering hitters. Yes, well then, yeah, they're not used to it. They're not ready for it, and I agree with you because he looks totally different. Last year, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, he pitched a game against Philadelphia. I mean, actually, it was his first game. He was lost. I think, yeah, I believe the Yankees won that game. It was a high scoring game. That's when the Yankees swept the Phillies in Philadelphia. See, if you really think about it last year, folks, the Yankees were great on the road. And for some reason, the first time in a very long time, they couldn't win at home. And that was very, very odd. I just never believed that. I forget it. I couldn't believe that they couldn't win at home. The left with the and you had your Sotos, you had your Judges, you had a healthy basically all year Giancarlo Stanton, but they couldn't sustain winning at home. So that was a very, very, very very bad sign. Hey, there he is, 161 River Avenue. How you doing, Jason? How's the family? I hope your daughters are doing well. Hope you don't mind me asking you how you're doing. Everyone, I could ask Jason now. We would love to have him if the Yankees get rained out tonight. I would love him to be what he is on this show, a co-host. And it looks like we're going to try to do a little discussion. You know what, guys? I'm going to change it to 7 p.m. So just like it'll be like Yankee baseball. So if there's no Yankee baseball, there's NY Yankee Mania, which is like hopefully the next best things. Oh, great, Jason. Girls are back at school today, and the rest of the family. Your wife, you said that she wasn't doing that great, but I guess everything's going. So I'm sending the extension to you, Jason. 7 p.m. tonight if the Yankees get rained out, and I'm sure you could see you're not far from where I am, so I guess you could see that the weather is not that great, but we would love to have you, and we can discuss, what's going on. I mean, we're going to Colorado. We can't take that too lightly. That series kind of worries me. I mean, I know NFE's going with some chat people, and I know it's exciting for him and the fans, and I think that's so great. I would love, if not this year, sometime next year, folks. If you're planning a trip to New York at all, wherever you are, I would love it. We could set up a meeting at Yankee Stadium. That would be awesome. How many we are, we can work out tickets arrangements and everything. But that would be awesome. I would love to meet my family here at Yankee Stadium, or even if you'd like, we can do something in Florida. Florida would be another thing at spring training. That would be awesome. We all go to spring training and we watch. Let's really see what goes into practicing. Are the Yankees doing the infield all the time? Are the pitchers running to first base as much as they should? Are they practicing bunting? Are they doing all of that? So Yankee Stadium, I'm going to stay with you. Thanks, Real Bill. Yeah, I would love to see you. That would be awesome. And that's one of the perks that I'm definitely looking for. I'm very very excited. So I want to do something like that. And remember, a little bit off the topic. Don't forget about my channel that's coming out very soon with TJ, which is all WWE information. And I know people like Dev Finch is very excited. He's already subscribed to it. Turnbuckle Talk. It's all Turnbuckle Talk. And it's going to be pretty exciting. There's going to be a lot of wrestling, a lot of in the olden days, but the flavor of that show is going to be you, the young fans. How you feel about wrestling? Who's your favorite wrestler? I want you to, let's say we have SummerSlam, and that's what we're guiding on to come on right before SummerSlam, and we're going to show you videos. We're gonna have interviews. We're going to interview you guys, the fans. I don't care how young or old you are. You could be 12. You could be 100. If you're a wrestling fan, I want to know about it. So, I want to get this all out to you. What's coming up. We're going to have a giveaway very, very shortly. It's possibly we can do it while the Yankees are in Colorado. So I will. Yes, it's Turnbuckle Talk. Yes, Real Bill. Thank you. You can go there and subscribe. Yes, it is exciting. My partner TJ, who I met, sent me a video, and I was so impressed. He's a young man, and I never really asked his age, but I guarantee you, I don't think he's anything more than 15 years old. But let me tell you something, folks. This kid or guy, young man, is so talented. What he does in the splices and all of that, and he knows his wrestling. And he does have a channel, which I'll let him explain to you. It has to do like with video games. He has 610 subscribers. Imagine 610 subscribers in about a year. And I think that's awesome. So when I saw that, I said, before somebody scoops him up, I'm getting him. I'm getting it. This is like getting a Jason from 161 and NFE and Ken. This is the type of fantastic stuff that I am so looking forward to. And I tip my hat to each and every one of you. So I will keep you posted here on NY Yankee Mania, but you can also email me, text me, whatever you like to do. That is the to get in touch with me, Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. Well, waiting in the wings, we have Ken from The Ugly Truth. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Oh, you're looking good, my friend. How you doing?
I'm seeing a little bit better. I'm going to try some of the day without the patch and see if I can manage to maneuver around the house and do the things I need to do. I know I damn sure can't drive without it, but
yeah, just be careful. I mean, around the house is fine, but be careful with the computer. You know how strong, being on there, the glare and everything. It's going to make you tired or it's going to tear. So just be careful, okay?
Yeah,
We
will
really
do.
appreciate that. Okay, so I
What's the weather like there? Because it's here in
not
Virginia
good.
Beach. It's raining like hell.
Yep, that's what we're going to be getting about 12 o'clock. Actually, between 11 and 12. I announced at the beginning of the show, Ken, that it doesn't look good at all. And tomorrow's even worse. Tomorrow's 100% rain. throughout the day. So I don't know if they open the doors today, Ken. It's going to be a long night. I did mention, I don't know if you heard it, and you definitely, I hope you'll be part of it. If there is a rain out, we're going to do a special like we did the other night on the Yankees and anything, baseball wise, or just talk at 7 p.m. on NY Yankee Mania. I've extended the courtesy to co-host you and co-host Jason. I will extend it also to NFE. The backbone of this little venture that we have here. And so I just want to let you know, if there is a game, then I will do. I'm going to do a pregame around 5:45. But it's going to. I'm just telling you, folks, going to be a long night. There's going to be a lot of rain coming into not only Brooklyn, the five boroughs. The Bronx is going to get soaked. I know it. They always do like this. Ken, last night we touched on Will Warren and what a difference. I mean, obviously he's maturing a little bit, and I think it's all wrapped up that Marcus Stroman will not come back to this rotation, my opinion. And even though there's no credence to it, I really believe that if he's found, A-OK and healthy, it's going to be much easier to trade him now at the trade deadline because he's not reaching the goal for $17 million next year. So he could be a nice piece for somebody who's going for the wild card or, to clinch first place. What do you think of that?
Well, it's not unreasonable with the time off, the time away from the team and actively pitching. He's not going to hit the 140 inning vesting mark. The controversy that's been there this season, Stroman, I don't think is cooked yet. I think that he needs a change of scenery and another team he may do all right with.
I do too. Well, without a doubt. John the Beagle said, I hope the umps and MLB are smart enough to call the game. Well, John, until June, the Yankees or the home team get to make that decision. So if they play or not, it's on the Yankees. So remember that. It has nothing to do. I mean, the umps get a lot of heat as it is an MLB, but this is on the home team right now. Until, I believe, unless they changed it, it's June 15th. So it's going to be, if they get called, it's because the Yankees called the game. So I just wanted to make notice. Mark So Sassy is saying, hey, Joe, it's rainier in New Jersey already, and they're calling for a northeastern. Oh, well, I don't doubt it, man. Thank you, John. Thank you, Merck, for that. I really don't doubt it. Ken, where he is, it's pouring. And I feel like where I am, it's like midnight. It's absolutely crazy. And we're only at 8:23 Eastern time. Go ahead.
I guarantee you that they're going to try to get one of the two games in, whether it's rain shortened or not, because trying to do 2-game makeup with the way that the schedule is constructed is going to be damn near impossible.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, to play in that type of weather makes no sense. But the problem is the weather. I'll tell you, if they would have seen how bad it was, maybe yesterday they should have had a doubleheader, maybe a day night, and that would have helped a little bit. That really would have helped because you had the day off. So they could have done that, but you got to be a little bit more proactive. I mean, look at the weather. And you turn around and say, hey, maybe they did go to Texas and Texas said, no, we're going to do a one game at a time. I don't know. But it's obvious that it would have been great to have either a day-night doubleheader last night or one goes into the other. And at least you get 2 games. Now you got to worry about 2 games you got to make up at the end of the year. So sometimes these teams have to be a little bit more a little bit more on the situation. The weather is very important. Without the weather, you ain't having a game, and you're not paying your people. You're not paying your players if the fans don't go.
So, well, I don't know about your weather guessers there. The ones here in the beach, they're wrong about 50 to 60% of the time. So I don't know that you could actually build a damn contingency plan with the way these guys call weather.
Right.
They got billions of dollars worth of equipment and can't seem to read a flow diagram, wind, and grid charts. So God only knows.
Hey, Ken, throughout the years, and I think you know this too, you know how many games they called, especially on a Saturday or a Sunday years ago, that they said, oh, it's going to pour and this and that. The minute that they called the game, the sun comes out.
No rain. Yeah.
Yeah. That, oh, that was sick. That was sick. But I guess, once you call it, that's it. It's done. And remember, if they open up the doors, they got to pay all those employees. I mean, not that the Yankees can't afford it, but if you really know it's going to pour and there's no game, why even bother? Why, But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I believe they're saying everything will stop about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So there may be a chance at least to get one game in. I don't know. I mean, again, Mother Nature will play havoc on it.
But what kind of disservice does our team get because we have a 12:15 games or 12:30 games scheduled,
right?
So that we can make our West Coast leg to start in Colorado on Friday.
That's
so,
true. I forgot about that.
Yes. We end up playing a game tomorrow, starting at 8. We're not going to be done with the game till 1 a.m.
True.
Then fly out to Colorado, roll the clocks back a couple hours for them, and we probably get hammered the first game out, and that's because of a schedule. I don't want to see that.
No, not at all. And like you said, I mean, when it matters worse, if they do stay and the Yankees lose, then they gotta go all the way across, losing and saying, oh, why did we do that? I don't think that's going to happen. Either they're gonna try to play that 12:30 and wait it out for like 2 hours, or whenever the Yankees, depending what time their flight is, and correspond to it. Otherwise, they have to find a way. When the Yankees and Texas are both off, they'll have to Texas will have to fly back and play the game. What do you call? We are joined by Nippon Media. How you doing? We're gonna bring him up right now. He's Johnny on the spot.
What's up,
Thank
guys?
you. How you doing? Welcome.
Hey, Ken. What's up, Joe? What's up, everyone in the chat? Good morning.
Everything is good except the weather. What do you have out there?
It's cloudy for me here right now.
It looks like it's midnight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible. We were just talking about it with Ken that it'd be senseless if they know it's going to pour like crazy to open the doors today, and then tomorrow, like Ken had mentioned, they start at 12:30. I was saying something about a doubleheader, but the problem is they got to go to Colorado, and tomorrow's weather's worse than today. They're saying 99% rain all day till 8 o'clock at night. So that's going to be. I also mentioned that if there is a rainout, we'll do a special NY Yankee Mania show at 7 p.m. tonight. And the invitation is open to you if you'd like to come on and we talk future Yankee game and whatever else is going on in Major League Baseball. So if you can find the time, please come in. You hear me okay? Nippon, do you hear me?
Oh yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. Well, yeah. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. No. All right. I was just saying that in case there is the rain out, we're going to put a special show out on NY Yankee Mania at 7 p.m. tonight, and I'm extending the courtesy for you to come on, and we'll discuss what's ahead for the Yankees, Colorado, the Dodgers, and all of that.
Yeah.
And then we'll work, and also anything happening in the world of baseball or in general, anything we want to talk about. While there's no baseball, at least we could, wet their palates and come on and discuss everything. Good morning, Jason Castillo. How you doing, my man?
What's up,
How's
Jason? Stephen, Merck, what's up,
Stephen
guys?
B? How's it going? And so let's talk a little bit about Aaron Judge. Do you think that Aaron Judge has benefited, this year, or you just think it's a coincidence that he's just having I mean, obviously he's a phenomenal player, one of the best in the league. But do you think he's really comfortable with Bellinger and Soto not there anymore? How do you
Yeah,
really feel that is?
he doesn't really need Soto, so I think, in my opinion, he obviously he can do anything himself, but this lineup is more lengthier, more deeper. I mean, everybody would love to have Soto, but I like this lineup better because it's more lengthier, more deep, and then they can do multiple things too. This lineup.
Yes, no, I
With
agree. Ken?
Judge.
I mean, what can you say about Aaron Judge? He is just a machine. Him hitting 400 into May is reminds me of the old days when you had Tony Gwynn challenging hitting 400, or George Brett when he had his 388 season. Incredible! It looks like every pitch that comes into him is the size of a beach ball, and he's just whacking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No,
Incredible talent. And I don't think it makes a bit of difference who surrounds him in the lineup. He is who he is.
totally agree. Totally agree. And I also, he just like he's just waking up to the crust. But Ben Rice is another one that sometimes he could look awful, and then sometimes he just looks like one of the best left-handed hitters the Yankees have. And he did a good job yesterday. I have to admit, he hit that long fly, sacrifice fly in the forgot what inning it was, but drove in a run, and so that would that he's that type of hitter. He's all or nothing. He can have three very bad games, and then he can have three very very good games. So I don't know. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm excited. I really like to see Giancarlo Stanton again, because if nothing else, he needs a tip of the hat for what he did for us in the playoffs last year. If nothing else, that man does deserve a big applause for what he did, along with the other players. But Giancarlo is still here, and the Yankee fans should really give him kudos on it, and kudos on the Yankees too. What they did with Kyle Gashioka,
Yep.
that tribute to him. I know it got. I mean, according to him, he was very touched, and Aaron Judge said it was one of the best teammates he's ever had. So kudos to Kyle, and kudos to Aaron Judge for saying something like that.
Yeah, they did a great thing for Kyle Higgy, coming back to Yankee Stadium, and when he was with the Yankees, man, he was a fan favorite, and he contributed in a big way as a catcher, a great defensive catcher, obviously, and his offense improved a lot over the years. So that he was a great valuable catcher to have on the team, and we miss him too, and we would love to have him here, but unfortunately, obviously he's in a different team, but that was a great class act move by Judge and the Yankees yesterday with him.
Oh,
So
no question. Well, guess what, guys? We have the fountain of information hanging in the balance. So I knew I wasn't going to be empty for too long. Everybody wants to give their few cents, and I'm very happy about it. Jonathan, let's bring him on. Hey, big guy.
oh, Jonathan.
Hi.
The fountain of information. What do you got for us?
Not too much. Today, I was just not feeling great, but I'm on.
Well, you come
Look,
on.
yesterday's game was a great game. The the bullpen was really lights out. I mean, look, I told you I'm not all there, but One thing I would say, Devin Williams has really turned it around over the last months.
Yeah.
Really, ever since he got off of April, he's been the pitcher everybody expected.
Mhm.
So, Jonathan, do you think that he'll be reinstated as the Yankee closer?
I don't know. I think if it is possible if Luke Weaver starts to struggle, but if everything goes the way it's going now, I see no reason to change
Yeah.
anything.
I don't see them. I don't. Why would you change it if yeah? I don't like when when they keep changing stuff. Like they just
No.
keep it as it is and go from there and see.
It's just like the batting order. The batting order is something they needed to figure out in spring training. You can't come into May with 5 different batting orders.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I have a text in the comments from one of the loyal listeners, John Ferrazzo, who can't be on the stream, but he wrote me just now. He said, "Hey Joe, the bottom line is the Yankees. We won. If Volpe goes 0 for 4, so be it, and we win anyway. I'll take that every day."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree to a certain extent, but sooner or later, it's going to come back and bite you. You know where? I mean, this guy has been.
Where's it
What?
going to bite you? Where's
I'm
it
not
going to
gonna
bite you?
say. This is a
Oh,
clean
okay.
show. We have youngsters here. I am not going to say what you want me to say. So, but
I'm
no,
just asking the question. I'm putting it out there looking for the ugly truth.
well, the ugly truth is
It might be too. The truth might be too ugly to mention.
right. He should not be batting
Where's
fifth.
CT? What's going on with CT? Is he okay? CT Cards? Has anyone heard from CT?
Yes, his
Yes.
incident went out. He couldn't get it back for a long time, and he's traveling today, and he just sent a note. He said, "Sorry, Joe, I couldn't come on this in the AM. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I'm trying to listen, and we'll try to come on with you later on." And hello to the chat. That's from CT Cards, everyone. So a shout out to CT Cards. Thank you for taking a little time and letting us know what's going on. I'm just glad that you're safe and your family's safe. So that that's the answer there. So, but again, talking about yesterday's game, guys, one thing was very impressive to me with the way the weather is and all that. The Yankees are just drawing and drawing and drawing. I mean, it's been cool to see that stadium packed every night. Not that it wasn't in the past, but at these games over here, you would get like a 32,000. Not getting that right now. You're getting close to 40,000, if not more, a game. I'm very impressed, and a shout out to Yankee fans that are behind this team 100%. Actually, 1,000,000%. Your thoughts on that, guys?
I don't care. I mean, Joe, honestly, if you look at the crap teams in the 80s, the stadium was always packed.
Yeah.
Yankee fans are tried and true to this team. That's why they're followed worldwide.
Yeah, I mean,
It
but
wa- in the early '90s, it was pretty empty though.
yes, even in the good year of making the playoffs in '95, Paul O'Neill hit those 3 home runs against the Angels, and he hit one off of the Yankee bullpen coach. And that was empty. The right field was. I mean, not the bleachers. They were they were okay.
Mhm.
But this is just something that usually, like I said, when they pan around, it's sometimes it's empty in the 4th and 5th inning. You can see it. Not this year. Not so far. I'm very impressed with the way the crowds are coming out one way or the other. You just don't know how these things are going.
Yeah.
I know in the beginning, I remember. Oh, I'm hearing the Mets are selling tickets left and right. They're unbelievable. Blah, 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 blah. I don't see it. I see empty seats all over the place.
Wow.
And I know the weather's pretty bad. And I do understand that.
It's also
Yeah.
possible that they sell the tickets, but nobody comes.
Mhm.
True. And I think the American League they count all the tickets. The National League, they count who's in the ballpark.
Mhm.
So it's too different. It's too
Well,
different. I think the Yanks averaging what 42,000.
Yeah,
And
over 42,000, I think.
yeah, and on the other side of town, I think they're around 34, 35. But I mean, obviously, attendance is important. John Beagle Dad says 100%.
Yep.
Oh, whoa, he did
Well,
come on the stream, John Ferrazzo.
you remember the COVID year when they would play and there was nobody in the stands.
Yeah.
I think John Ferrazzo's giving a point of the Knicks. Good morning, everyone.
Game
Hopefully
one.
we get the game in today. If not, New York fans will still have something to watch. Go New York, go New York, go New York, go New York, go.
Yeah.
So thank you, John, for that. What are your thoughts on the just out of the Yankee realm for a minute? The series, guys. Give me your thoughts and what you want from what you need from the heart, not from what you want. I want to know what you really think. Knick fan or not?
I think I got the Knicks could definitely win the series. Like I said, I got the Knicks in 6, but this series is gonna be much tougher. So what do you call? Chris Childs put it in a good way on our show. He said, when they were playing the Celtics, we were what do you call sprinting, I think, and then against the Pacers would be like a slugfest. So Pacers are much deeper. The problem with the Knicks, they don't have depth on the bench. That's the one concern I have. Pacers have a lot of depth on their bench, and they can score, play defense. So it's going to be a tough series for the Knicks, but they can definitely win the series. But they have to. There's a lot of things that have to go their way. But I still got the Knicks in 6, in my opinion. So
one thing we never know, a lot of people don't bring up too much because it's always the players. What about the coaches?
mhm.
You think Tom could outsmart Indiana's play with that with the benches? How do you feel, and how do you like this man? Anybody?
Tom Thibodeau. I mean, the one thing I hate about him is he plays too many. He puts too many minutes on his starters during the regular season. He doesn't play he needs to play more of the players. I mean, other players more, but he puts too many minutes on the starters, and when it comes playoff time, that's when they get too fatigued and they can't. That's why they can't finish. But now they have a different team this year, and you look where they are now, Eastern Conference Finals. But Tom Thibodeau and Rick Carlisle is a heck of a coach. He's a hell of a coach, man. He's
Yes,
a
he is.
great coach. I don't know how he's doing this. Back-to-back years to be in the Eastern Conference Finals is amazing. But so it's gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting what Tom does. I mean, he needs to figure it out. But like I said, it's gonna be interesting.
Jonathan, do you have a prediction?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. All games are going to be within 15 to 20 points. I don't think anybody's going to get blown out, but the Knicks definitely need to play a little bit harder because of their bench. The Indiana has a much better bench, so if they don't tire out so early in the game, I think they have a good chance of. Knicks have a good chance of winning. If they burn out too early in the game, then you're going to be disappointed in the fourth quarter. But I think the Knicks should use the bench a little bit more towards the end of every quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would make sense, like the last 3 minutes. But again, you got to see what momentum you have. If they're up by 8 or 10, I don't know if they can have the luxury to doing that. So let's see what happens. Just remember one thing, guys. It's at Madison Square Garden. That place, God bless you. That place is going to be rocking till. I mean, I'm gonna feel it here in Staten Island, New York, as opposed to anything else. That place is gonna be unbelievable. You're not going
I
to.
think I think I need to go take care of this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
feel better. Feel
appreciate.
better.
Thank
That's
you.
what we love about this show. You guys come on feeling good or not feeling good, and I appreciate it, Jonathan. You take care of yourself. So I feel that right off the bat, the Knicks have the advantage because of MSG.
Yeah.
Ken, I know it's not your most favorite subject, but what do you think?
Personally, these guys are all candy asses.
Yeah.
They play load management.
Yeah.
They don't play tough. The refs call touch fouls. This is not basketball. It's freaking elementary schoolyard shooting from as far out as you can. I mean, I'm an old school basketball guy back in the days of Bird, Magic, Kareem,
Yep.
and those guys, Dr. J, throwing fists in the stadium, talking crap to each other, playing hard ball. That's the type of ball that I'm used to. And after they had their last strike, I walked away from the game. And I'm looking this year for baseball. Somebody was talking earlier when O'Neill hit the home run out in the uh, 95 playoffs. You remember we were just coming off of a strike then, and a lot of fans had turned their backs on baseball because they were pissed that these guys fought basically about money.
Mm-hmm.
And that same fight is coming around the corner. The only thing that saved baseball was the McGuire-Sosa chase for Maris's record.
True. Okay.
If they go on strike next year, what'll bring baseball back? Because I think they'll lose a large portion of the fan base.
Well, you're definitely right on that. Shout out to Eric and Jake.
What's up, Eric? What's up, Jake?
Thanks for stopping in. And again, everybody, please notification, press the notification, the like button, and of course, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please do so. It's not going to cost you one penny. If nothing else, it's only going to bring a lot of stuff to you and a lot of joy, and you will keep up with every Yankee news imaginable. So please do that either when you're leaving, or you can do it now. It's no problem at all. So thank you so much for making our morning show very, very happy and a very nice place to come to, and I appreciate it.
Glad to see Eric in here. He's our local Seattle Mariners fan. Thanks for dropping in, brother.
Hey, Eric. I know they weren't doing so well last night. Actually, I was going to go to a fast scoreboard. I know they weren't. They've been again having a problem scoring. That's the problem with them, and that's what Dave Sims always kept saying. So, quick recap of the scores, guys. The Cubs beat the Marlins 14-1. The Pirates defeated the Reds 1-0. The Red Sox shut out the Mets 2-0. The Nationals beat the Atlanta Braves 5-3. We know the Yankees 5-2 win over Texas. Tampa Bay 3, the Astros 2. You have Toronto Blue Jays 3-0 over the Padres. The White Sox 1-0 over the Mariners. Wow. The Baltimore Orioles lost again, man. Milwaukee Brewers beat them 5-2. The Tigers keep the winning rate ways. They beat the Cardinals 5-4. The Phillies, again, starting to win, even though they don't have a closer right now. They won 7-4 against Colorado. The Giants squeaked by Kansas City 3-2. Los Angeles Angels beat the Athletics 7-5. A final in 10. The Dodgers 4-3 over the Diamondbacks, and postponed is the Cleveland Guardians and the Minnesota Twins.
Damn, the Dodgers are scuffling. That's a fifth straight loss, right? I think.
No, they won. They won last night.
They won in the 10th inning.
They should have lost because Corbin Carroll in the top of the 10th, hit a 2-run homer that put the Diamondbacks up 3-1. I will tell you what. I watched that game last night. Yamamoto through 7. Nasty, nasty stuff.
You can't take that away from him. He's a good pitcher.
Well, I anticipate we're going to see him
No, sure.
in our series against the Dodgers, and he's
You
a dog.
No question.
might see Sasaki also, most likely.
No, he's
Say
on
again?
the IL.
Oh, he's on the IL. Okay,
Yeah,
Sasaki.
he's on the IL. So your division leaders as of May 21st, you have the Yankees up by 4.5 games in the East, but they have a 6-game lead in the loss column. The Tigers have a 5-game lead on Minnesota Twins, and the Mariners have a 2.5-game lead on Houston and a 3-game lead on Texas. Over in the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies creeped right into first place, and they lead the Mets by 1.5 games. Chicago Cubs are up on the St. Louis Cardinals, who had that great run, by 2 games, and Cincinnati 4.5 back. And the Dodgers, who are 30-19, have definitely lost 4 out of 5. But the Giants and the Padres kept losing, and the Giants leaped over them. The Giants are 1 game out, the Padres 1.5, and the Diamondbacks 4. So that's your up to the minute standings. Also, just quickly, like to give because I know people like to stay up on this, and the first thing they do is they ask, well, what's going on with wild cards and stuff like that. I don't think that's very important right now. I think you're just happy that you're close, and we'll talk. I mean, we'll get into the wild card as we go to the All-Star break and all of that, and you watch the teams as they go. I mean, there are teams now, really good teams that may be out of the wild card, I'm afraid to say it, but the Orioles. You don't want to wake them up, but that team scratches my head a little bit. I mean, I know they have no pitching, but all the young stars and everything. I mean, they can't get out of their own way. It's incredible.
I mean, God's honest truth. Here in Virginia Beach, we get to see the Norfolk Tides. They're the AAA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, and they have a lot of incredible field players down here in Norfolk that are major league ready.
Yeah,
a lot of talent. What they don't have is any pitching depth here in Norfolk. So it would not surprise me at all to see them move some of their prospects up for decent pitching come the trade deadline.
Oh, I agree. There's no question they're going to trade some prospects. They got to get back on the horn with pitching, because they have nobody at this point. I mean, nobody. How the Yankees lost 2 out of 3, that's ridiculous, but that's for another day.
So this one, this comment here from Stephen B. I heard a report. There's a report out there that the Mets are seriously considering calling up Ronnie Mutuo, their top prospect, for offensive jolt.
Yeah, I've heard that too. It might be a good move, but they have a lot of players. One thing about the Mets is their bench is strong. You have Jeff McNeil, you have Marte. Whoever doesn't play, you'd have Batty. You have a good hitting catchers.
They made the switch. I think it was the day before yesterday that Beatty has taken over third base duties because Vientos is such a crap third baseman, and they're moving Vientos to the DH spot.
Makes sense.
So they're kicking Sterling Marte out of the normal at bats.
Yeah, I think he's coming towards the end. I mean, he may have another spurt or 2 in him, but I just don't see much more out of Sterling Marte. So if the Mets could maybe make a deal or so, they might, but you're not going to get too much from him. Maybe a draft pick, or I don't know, but you never know. I mean, Marte is still he can burn you. He's still a very he's up there and cutting and slashing, and he definitely can hurt you. So that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to see what the team, the teams that's supposed to be good, that they're not doing well. What exactly are they going to do? Are they giving up on the year and saying, forget it, let's wave the flag and let's the rookie guys come and let's make some trades and worry about next year? I mean, you think a team like the Orioles are waving the white flag right now? Or do you
Um,
think they're going to give it a little bit more time?
I think they should give it more time. I mean, I know they're struggling, but they're a talented team, though. They're great young players, but I think they'll give it some more time. And then, like Ken said, maybe they're gonna package some of their top prospects to get better pitching this trade deadline. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, I agree. Totally agree. So, with that also, and again, the Mets have another game for the Red Sox. So the more we're rooting for the Mets to try to beat the Red Sox, the more it's not happening. So I'm going to stay neutral today, but I have a feeling that game is probably going to be rained out. But you never know. Maybe in Massachusetts the rain has already come and or is going a different pattern, but. We do know New York, New Jersey area is definitely going to get creamed. No
Hopefully,
question.
yeah.
Jason says Mets offense took the week off. Okay, that's I like that. Um, now, I mean, obviously, if we don't play tonight, guys, it's going to put a little bit more pressure on the Yankees, obviously, for a doubleheader tomorrow. And if
Yep.
that doesn't happen, the one thing the Yankees don't need is to pile up these games later on after July. We don't want that. And that's why, we've been lucky the past, like, I would say 5 years. There not too, when you get the rain out, not too many rain out, not too many pileups. But that can make or break a season for what you're going to do in the first round. Are you going to win the division? You're not going to win because you got to play those games.
Mhm.
If the Yankees are 3 games up or 2 games up and they have 5 games they got to make up, they're going to have to play these games. I mean, number one, it's not fair to the other team. You got to get the revenue. You got to get all of that. So you have to play as close to 162 as you can
Mhm.
because it's a revenue thing now. So,
I'm
but
hoping so. Like I said yesterday on the live, I don't trust the weather people. So hopefully here the weather in Jersey and New York can maybe magically disappear, and then we can play baseball tonight.
yeah,
Hopefully.
Nipan, I do have a question for you. That's never brought up. Does your company, do you guys cover the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't done that yet, but my team is trying to do it for next year or no, the next Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Oh, the next one. Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I think that's very, very cool. If you can get some interviews, you can get some people down there, and I would love to do
You
something
should come.
like that.
You should come also. Yeah.
I would love to. Oh my God, that would be. I love that place. It's a Yankee fan's dream. And you turn around, there's Yankee lore all over the place.
Yep.
You can't go anywhere. You'll see Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Whitey Ford, you name it, they're all there, and it's just an incredible franchise. I mean, you can't say enough. You really, truly. But thank you. Yeah, I would jump at the chance to help you guys out or help anybody out to go to do anything in the Hall of Fame. It's a couple hour ride for me, and I would enjoy it. It would be a lot of fun. I missed that. I went there one Hall of Fame. Oh my God, it was years ago for Reggie Jackson,
Hmm.
because at that time I was covering the Yankees, and I couldn't get him that day. I ended up getting, I forgot who it was. It was a Yankee. It might have been, no, it wasn't Yogi Berra. It was somebody. And I remember the guy said, don't worry about him. I'll give you an interview. So, but that was so long ago. I mean, you're talking like 1993, whatever that was. But so covering the Hall of Fame is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's something you should really consider.
Yeah. We're
Um,
gonna. Yeah. We're
put
gonna
that
read.
in
Yeah.
repertoire,
Yeah.
and we should have a show on the Hall of Fame, on the greatest feats, and talk about all the superstars that we've seen in our lifetime that we may never see again, as far as their types of players, and dissect the Yankees and the Royals series of yesteryear. I would love to. I would love to do that. I think that'd be fun, especially having Ken on and describing, the emotions up and down in that big series in 1976, where it went back and forth and back and forth. Yankees had made a trade to get more veteran guys like Grant Jackson and all of those guys, and then that game went into Chris Chambliss hitting that big bomb, and winning the pennant for the Yankees. So, talking about all of that is awesome. The memories, you'll always have them. You'll always have them. Do you look at videos or talk about it at all, about games like that before? Do you ever watch them on YouTube? Do you ever go
Like,
back?
the classic games. Yeah, sometimes we do that. Yeah, to go back to see the moments that happened back when you guys were watching baseball, and back in like the history that happened. So yeah, we usually watch videos like that on YouTube. Yep.
And yeah, and if you put in, let's say, Yankee baseball 1972, 73, you actually see some full games from the old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
It's incredible how everything changed, and there's so much to watch if you really wanted to on YouTube, and it's a lot of fun. That's why we're associated with it, because everybody's really on YouTube, and and enjoying everything that they do. So, guy, wow, where does the time go? Jesus,
No, I
it's
don't.
over an hour already. I mean,
I looked at the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 holes in the schedule that are compatible with Texas and the Yankees playing makeups. One of them is in June, towards the latter part of the month, because the Rangers are in Baltimore, and there's a day off in between, and the Yankees have the same day off. And the next one is late in September.
Mm-hmm.
So that is definitely not one that you want to see.
no,
Yeah.
not at all. So what about if they'd have to play the game, either, if they can't play it in Yankee Stadium, how about Texas? Do the Yankees go to Texas?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They
So,
do go to Texas.
yeah. Yep.
So there's a possibility that the Yankees would be the home team for one game, instead of doing. They might agree to that instead of coming back in September. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. So, Cam, what are the openings in June? For
I believe it's June the 5th
mm-hmm. Oh, it's okay, coming up. Yeah.
or June 9th, I think. Yeah, it's June 9th, because we're playing Boston. We have that Monday off, and then we head to Kansas City,
Hmm.
and they're playing the Orioles, and they have the Monday off.
Yeah, that
And the
would make sense. But I guess we have to wait. Let's see what happens later in the afternoon. But
I think they're gonna try to push to get probably the game in today,
Yeah.
although it may be rain shortened, especially looking at the weather there in the Bronx for tomorrow with 100% rain.
yeah,
2 days of that stadium's not going to be playable, even though it does drain well.
yeah. So I want to just remind everyone. So if there is a game, we will come on with a pregame show at 5:45. If there is a rainout, we're going to come on with a special table talk on the Yankees at 7 p.m. So look for notifications. I will put out before, let's say, as soon as I know anything. we know anything about the game, I will put out a short and let you guys know. And looking forward, one way or the other, seeing you either in the pregame or the postgame or our special show at 7 p.m. Remember, guys, 7 p.m. So, guys, last minute talk. Go ahead. You got the floor. Nevin, go right ahead. Anything you want to say, whatever you want to say, go for it.
Well, if the game happens today, let's go Yankees, but let's go Knicks also. Game one of the Eastern Conference Finals, but hopefully the Yankees can get the game in too. So let's see what we can do. If the game is on today, let's see what we can. I feel confident that we can do something against DeGrom.
Okay, Ken?
Well, I'm going to drop a line to call the game in the event that it goes off. If it doesn't, then I will join you on the panel at 7, one way or another. We'll have something to talk about, whether it's an actual game or
Correct.
discussing stuff. So
Yeah.
please keep your eyes open for the notification. And as I always say, let's go Yankees.
Yeah. Everyone in the chat, again, I can't thank you enough for being here. Press the like button as always, please. As you're leaving, as you're coming in, whatever, however you do it, just press that like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. One other thing, remember to get in touch with the show, Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. That is the number to get in touch with me, to get in touch with the show and discuss things. So I really appreciate it. In the meantime, let's hope there's a game. If there's not, we'll see you back here at 7 p.m. I will keep you posted, and so will Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, I want everybody to have a great day. Stay safe. As I always say, love everyone. We love you one by one, each and every one of you. And most importantly, God bless you and God bless America.
Thank you. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees, guys. See you guys later.
Yep.
Stay tuned.